Hi everyone, another day, another share. So today is our last lesson on this tutorial that I have done, I don't know how many weeks now, but we've been following along, and those of you who have been following along, I hope you've been enjoying it. And we are just going to cover the assembly of the 7-patch. Last week we covered how to draft a 7-patch and the math that goes with it. And today we're just going to go through the physical assembly. I have, in past videos, I've shown how to make templates. I've shown how to cut and mark your fabrics to hand piece them. But today we're going to go through and assemble this bear paw. Okay, so this is one of the units. It's completely sewn together. And I'm going to show you how to get it to this stage. Okay, let's explain everything. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to sew all your half square triangles together. Okay, right sides together. You mark your seam allowance and you sew along here. Along here, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 for each corner module. You'll have 4 half squares to do, so that is 4, 8, 16 that you have to sew together. Once you have sewn together, I'm going to bring this one up together. Now you'll see that I have these half square triangles sewn together. You would sew these two together and these two together, sew this to this, sew this to these two, and then once this is sewn to here, then you would sew those, and you would do that for each corner till you have 4 like that. Then to put the block together, you would sew this unit to this strip, and then this unit to the strip, and then you'll have a long thick strip here. And then you would sew this unit to this, and then this unit to this, and then you'll have a narrow strip. And then of course you would do the same thing here as you did up here. Then once you have these 3 rows together, this row, and this row, you would sew this to this, and then this to this. Make sure you use a good steam iron all the way through. And this is what the block will look like when it's all finished. So I'm really pleased with the finished look. And I hope, I'm going to go get the other blocks quickly, and I will show you again the different blocks. So this is a 7-patch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 this way. This was the 5-patch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was this 5-patch, and this one was the 4-patch. This is 1 patch, and this is 1 patch, but it's divided by 4, by 4, by 4, by 4. And this is the 9-patch, and the reason why this is called 9 is because it has 9 units within it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't divide the same way as the 7 or the 5-patch, but it has 9. It's like X and O board. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's just counted out a little bit different. So these were the blocks that we covered in the series of hand piecing and drafting your blocks. And I just wanted to show you one more thing for the 7-patch. This was the one that we did. And if you do a whole bunch of these in a nice color combination or whatever color, and then you put them back to back like this, then you get a quilt that will look something like this. Now you could also put these on point with something in between. I did not do this one on point, but you could take the block and put them on point. Let me show you the bear paw on point. So the bear paw on point would be like this, and you could add another one here and another one here and have rows this way and have them all alternating. You could do something like that also. The other thing that you could do is do so many bear paws, and then the opposite one, or the one down on kitty point, would be a plain block, and then you could do something, or an applique block. But there's lots and lots of things you can do with these. Let me go get the other booklets on the other things. I don't know if I had shown you the different layouts. So this was the Susanna, the 4-patch. This was the 4-patch. And this was the quilt that you could do if you do multiples of these, this one, and then just put them in rows and then columns, and sew them together like that. That also is an interesting quilt. Now the Jacob's Ladder is one of my favorite ones, and we did this one before, and we could put them all together, and you can get, just by rotating them, this is the block right here. I don't know if you can see that. So this here, this little section here is one block, and if you put them together and just rotate them and turn them, you can really play with the layout with the Jacob's Ladder. So this is one of my favorites, and this one is the 9-patch. 9-patch is probably the most popular block style that there is. Now this was the 5-patch, and this is the King's Crown, and this one has something similar to a similar look to the Jacob's Ladder, but you can do something like this and really play. I kept my colors quite close together, but what you could do is really get some contrast. This here you could go with a very dark color versus these, like really go like opposite. This could be, instead of orange, it could have been this could be red, and this could have been blue, and these could have been white, so a blue white blue red and white quilt. Or you can change the colors up a little bit more and really get this looking very, very different. This is very monoconed, and again I took this block and I rotated it to get the different designs. So you could come up with different designs by just rotating the block. The block is all constructed the same, but then you would have different layouts if you rotate the block to when you place it into the quilt top. So those are that's it. We're finished. Those are the different styles of blocks we've done, and some ideas of what to use, how to go about using them. So like I said, I've really enjoyed, I hope you've enjoyed, I've really enjoyed doing the series on drafting different block styles. And like I said, I've shown you other ways of finding other styles than just these 4 blocks. So I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next day, another share. Bye. Happy quilting.